Alright, hi, my name is Blake, and myself, alongside Gerson and Ibrahim, will be discussing some cool facts about New Horizons and discovering Pluto.
Chapter 2, Facts 1 by Ibrahim Mandur. The IAU proposed a revised definition of a planet in 2006. The phrase dwarf planet, which is the planet in 2006 was Pluto, was used for the first time. According to the IAU, a planet must circle the sun directly. It must also be large enough to have a physical form that is round or spherical. So in the picture you see a lot of dwarf planets that surround Pluto, and that's why in 2006 they decided, the IAU said that Pluto was not a planet. So that's why. Chapter 2, Facts 2. Pluto's typical temperature is roughly negative 400 degrees Fahrenheit, which is negative 240 degrees Celsius. Planets are in complete hydrostatic equilibrium. Not all dwarf planets are like this. The term hydrostatic equilibrium, hopefully I pronounced that right, refers to the item being large enough or having enough mass for gravity to compress it and form it into a spherical object. And as you can see, the picture shows the terrain of the planet Pluto. Chapter 2, Facts 3. Pluto was simply a point of light when Clyde Tombaugh found it in 1930 using the 13-inch telescope at Lowell Observatory. It was recognized aimed the background stars by its accelerating slow motion.
Chapter 4, New Horizon Voyage. The first attempt at trying to further explore the edge of our solar system begins in 2006 through 2007, when the New Horizon spacecraft first landed and eventually passed through Jupiter. A few years after, in the summer of 2015, the New Horizon spacecraft finally reached Pluto. This is where we were able to retrieve data about the planet's orbital systems, moons, and other surrounding systems, holding valuable information about the solar system. The mission was extended to further explore the Kuiper Belt. After the success of the data transferred over from the previous exploration in 2015. This extended mission is better known as the Flyby of Arrokoth. Chapter 4, New Horizon Voyage. The voyage in its entirety lasted about a decade and was about 3 billion miles traveled. The New Horizon spacecraft was able to fly within 7,800 miles from the surface of Pluto, allowing for the clearest pictures we have of the planet. After the voyage, scientists found promising evidence that Pluto's moons and those systems of the moon may be able to help contribute to the mystery of how our solar system was created. The origin of Pluto and the Kuiper Belt seem to have been composed of deviated asteroids in space from outer systems of the solar system, leading scientists to potentially believe that this is how our solar system may have produced itself. Chapter 4, Pluto's Features. There are many interesting scientific facts that we have discovered about the anatomy of Pluto from the information gathered from their New Horizon mission, such as Pluto has liquid under its surface. The planet may also be considered to be tectonically active due to this discovery of the signs of liquid. The planet may be volcanically active as well. Glaciers are evenly cut amongst the planet's surface. You can see them in previous pictures. There are heat convection cell areas, and Pluto has huge dune craters on its surface, but how they are formed is a mystery, and that we have yet to discover. That is the interesting fact of that.
Okay, hi there. My name's Blake. I'll be covering Chapter 5, Discovering Pluto, Flyby of the Kuiper Belt. My Chapter 5, Fact 1, includes that the Kuiper Belt is one of the largest structures in our solar system. In the photo given on the slide, the Kuiper Belt is the area that is surrounding the large emptier space in the center, with all of the white speckled dots around the perimeter being held in by the white dashed line. Everything within that white dashed line with the white specks is your Kuiper Belt. It is filled with KBOs and TNOs, which are Kuiper Belt objects, and trans-Newtonian objects. More or less, they are icy bodies found in the Kuiper Belt, which is beyond Neptune. This is also known as the third zone of our solar system, and it's shaped more like a donut than it is shaped like a belt, because it's a lot wider and has a lot more density than it does just a strip of asteroids. This is a large mass of icy bodies flying around and smashing and colliding into each other. This is very important because it has everything to do with exploring the new frontier and providing motivation for funding and interest in exploring what is beyond Neptune and things in space that we haven't quite seen yet. Alright, so for Fact 2, we're going to be talking about the search for Planet X, which started in 1905. The Planet X is a large planet that is based on a theory. We don't know if it exists yet. We haven't found it or discovered it. But there are lots of things mathematically based on how Uranus and Neptune are being affected in their orbits that suggest that there might be another planet beyond the Kuiper Belt that is yet to be discovered, that is large enough to be able to affect the orbits of other large body planets like Uranus or Neptune. This is important because it increases the interest of space travel and will actually increase the funding that it will receive as well in order to continue space exploration. Pluto, while exploring for Planet X, was one of the first KBOs actually discovered. The KBO, again, is the Kuiper Belt object, something found in the Kuiper Belt. And Pluto is just one of many dwarf planets that have actually been found in the Kuiper Belt. Many have been named. There are lists of other dwarf planets and kind of how they compare to each other in order to be able to see how Pluto, being the largest one that we've ever found, compares to the rest of the dwarf planets that we've also found. So the last and final fact I want to talk about for Chapter 5 and New Horizon includes the aiming of the shuttle into space was compared to hitting a golf ball from Los Angeles to New York and making a hole-in-one. So the amount of math and assumptions, calculations necessary in order to be able to get New Horizon from the ground on Earth up past Neptune into the Kuiper Belt was just this nearly impossible feat that so many people had a part and a hand in. And without all of the help, the troubleshooting, and what was necessary in order for a project like this to be able to get eyes out into space that nobody had ever seen before, it was very, very important. Thousands were incredibly happy to be able to see their work finally come to fruition. and it only opened up more doors and potential for discovery beyond Neptune and what we actually see as our solar system, because the Kuiper Belt is one of the largest structures in our solar system. It's going to take a lot of time, money, and motivation in order for us to keep sending small and larger and hopefully more efficient vessels out into space and deep space in order to keep gaining more information about not only like our solar system and what it's going to be, but the Kuiper Belt actually holds a lot of information about the history of our solar system and where we came from as a planet and where all the other planets came from as well. There are also plans for New Horizons to be used well into 2030. They want to continue using it as an informational vessel to be able to connect us to those things that haven't been discovered yet.